Hello, everyone. I all hope you had a beautiful day and a very great day ahead. It's a very beautiful day indeed again, also, and also it's a very great day. Today we'll be talking about the Loro Magic and his dark organization, and with the dark magic that they all use together with the dark druids. For the earlier centuries since Origin World has been destroyed by the Lolo Magic, the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches and the Lolo Magic have decided to convene for a meeting and weigh their options on what to do next, since he destroyed the other species and the other race, the known as the Origin, a superhero race of aliens, as I previously told you about, and on the hunt for the prophesized child who is still at large and who escaped his own destruction and own demise. They have decided to convene for a meeting and weigh their options on what to do next. The Law Magic suggests that they should move on to the next phase of their plan, which is obtaining more dark magic from the other dark dimension. The fire witches agreed, the water witches agreed, the nature witches agreed, the dark witches agreed, even the electricity witches agreed on the proposal that they should obtain more power and more dark magic. The dark druids even agreed with the mission that they should hire a bounty hunter and new assassins and new supervillains to be their new enforcer. The Lola Magic already complied that he already has hired a new supervillain known as Black Mask, who has become their personal enforcer on their dark organization. And what it exactly he'll be doing, he'll exactly be helping them with all the higher responsibilities of all the missions and of all the higher missions that you'll be taken by. During this time, the Lolo magic and all the dark druids and the dark witches and the fire witches and the nature witches and electricity witches converge on a powerful dark magic device, able to summon a ball of dark magic, able to converge on a device of a circle, and within that circle there's a dark crystal converging on that device, and with the crystal in the middle, they were able to converge and summon a ball of dark magic. They were able to take all that energy of dark magic and extract it from the dark universe and from the dark dimension where it came from, and put it inside and infuse it with the Lolo magic. In doing so, the Lolo magic became more powerful, more immortal, and more strong, and even full with long gravity. His own gravity made him believe that he is quietly destined to destroy all the other species and all the other races of all aliens, and eradicate all the other species, so he can become the one true ruling God and ruling godlike force and ruling godlike being of the sacred universe and of the sacred world, to just have the fate of all the other worlds that have to be destroyed and also to be eradicated and also to be extinct. This eradication goal started with the Law of Magic, and he decided to take it further higher with his goal to eradicate all the species and all the other worldly aliens and civilization that pose a threat to his vision and to his goal. Within the early years, a new superhero group of superheroes of the Four Nation Hunter Council and the Sacred Council and the other councils have decided to form the alliance and form a team of sacred heroes known as a sacred team of hunters to take on the Lolo Magic and thwart his plans. They've exactly thwarted his plans and all his missions and all his endeavors in order for him to exactly destroy and eradicate all the other worlds and all the other planets. They've exactly thwarted them and foiled his plans and exactly caused interference and great interference throughout his sinister plan. The Lolo Magic now deemed them as enemy interference, as he informed the rest of his council and the rest of his forces that they should now take immediate action against the Sacred Team, since they've thwarted all his operations and all of his mission. The Sacred Team waged war with the Lolo Magic for years and years after years, month after month, able to exactly destroying his great machines and all his great process with the help of Liontress Orbium, who was a powerful light hunter with magical abilities, able to shatter the devices and all the electronic. Even the Lolo Magic associated himself with another ancient supervillain known as Mindman. Mindman is a high-ranking member of another top secret villainous organization known as the Order of the Twelve, and also known is what is as a Court of Nature. He's been a member of the two villainous organization, the Order of the Twelve and the Court of Nature, which I previously taught you about and what their purposes are for and what their reasons are for. The 12th Order is exactly founded by the universal prince who's trying to seize the throne and for his own ambition, for his own goal, by thrusting humanity into chaos and into despair and into more chaos than ever, so he can seize power for the throne, so he can plant more chaos to the entire sacred universe and to the mortal world and all the other worlds, while the court of nature wants to seize control over all the worlds and all the cities and all the planets of the known universe and all the other worlds of the known sacred universe, which is formed by a Noten knight supervillain known as Jackson Notent, who is a leader of the court of nature and of its goals and its mission. Mind Man agreed to assist the Lolo Magic and help him in obtaining information on the Sacred Team, which he quietly did. He reported back to him that the Sacred Team was formed by the Sacred Council and by the Four Nation Council. By doing so exactly, the Lolo Magic and the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches decided it's best to take them out permanently before they pose a threat. They used a multitude of dark magic balls and dark magic orbs to destroy the Sacred Team and to destroy the Four Nation Hunters. But the Four Nation Hunters were reluctantly persistent as they had allies and backup from warlocks, from other fairies and all magical creatures alike who stood together, and wolves and vampires who came together and decided to form a team of their own to help and assist the Four Nation Hunters against a common foe and against a common enemy. Within the centuries between the two sides of the war that is able to exactly wreak amounts of carnage and amounts of despair, the Sacred Team and the Four Nation Hunter Council decided it's best that this conflict has to be stopped. They went toe to toe with the Loro Magic and these dark druids and these dark witches and all the other dark warlocks and all the other witches and all the other dark faithful alike, attacking them, even exactly destroying their plans and disrupting their plans for the entire sacred universe and for the known universe exactly. Within a year, the Loro Magic exactly spoke through the monitors with his high-ranking members and his official members, such as the Dark Druid and the Dark Witches and the Fire Witches and the Water Witches, the Nature Witches, and also the Light Witches and also the Energy Witches and also the Electricity Witches, and also Amber, the Goddess of Power, known as the Witch of Power, and the Dark Faithful, and also the Dark Witches. They spoke and convened their plan that it's time for the last phase in order to destroy the heroes once and for all. The Sacred Team was quietly headed to an ambush when the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches lured them in order to exactly destroy them. The battle was quietly enormous. Two sides suffered heavy losses and enormous amounts of deaths and loss, while the spaceships and the motherships were scattered into the known worlds and were quietly fighting each other. The Lolo Magic can use a powerful orb of dark magic to destroy the spaceships and to destroy everything. While he even associated himself with another ancient villain known as Switch, who is another powerful sorcerer in a very formidable form and a very immortal villain whose goal is to make himself more powerful and more stronger and more worthy by using witchcraft and summoning, casting spells, and seizing control of worlds and planets and other civilization. Switch's true goal is to become powerful and a stronger, formidable sorceress and a very deadly. Associating himself with the Lolo Magic had to be a very strategic reason for his common goal and for his common mission. The Lolo Magic exactly got the assistance from Switch. Switch uses dark magic of lightning to blast the Four Nation Hunters and managed to exactly scatter them into the abyss of the unknown dimension, while the rest of the Four Nation Hunter heroes discovered that Switch and the Lolo Magic were controlling the war from the upper atmosphere within the battleship. They decided to approach and destroy them. The Lolo Magic exactly protests that they should exactly retreat. The battle has quietly suffered, two sides have quietly suffered heavy, enormous amounts of battling, and he will never take the Sacred Team lightly anymore. Switch quietly urged him that they should exactly fight them while they still have the power and the resources, but the Lolo Magic said no. They're still quietly active and they're still quietly part of the plan that he has quietly implemented, and they still need to be alive for phase 3. Switch quietly urged his great partner, and he decided to teleport them away. The Lolo Magic decided to exactly retreat. So all the other dark druids. They met within an abandoned planet and convene on a meeting there to discuss their next options. on how to take out the sacred team and the sacred council. And they decided spare elimination was quietly best. They hired a shadow bounty hunter from Zendak's fleet to exactly exterminate them and exterminate one Pacific Phoenician hunter leader and of the sacred team of the sacred council, and to get it done. The bounty hunter exactly was dispatched. The shadow bounty hunter was exactly dispatched. The results came back uneasy and unnerving. The results came back uneasy and unnerving, and the outcome of the bounty hunter success on killing the Four-Nation Hunter Council and also the leaders of the Sacred Team was unsuccessful. Despite this, they managed to gather information that the Sacred Team would pose a threat to their mission and also to their conquest. The Lolo Magic decided it's best that he upper move the levels of his stage of his plans into the next phase. By doing so, he began a powerful dark ritual with the help of the goddess of power, Ember, and her dark seekers, and also the dark druids and the dark witches and the fire witches use a very elemental fire from the other dark universe, able to exactly conjure the fire within the middle of the ritual where the Lolo Magic was quietly standing, using all that power to create a dark purple lightning and a dark fire lightning was exactly combined as one in order to exactly get more powerful and become more immortal than ever and able to exactly foretell or see the future, which the Lolo Magic exactly did. And he realized that the prophesized child is still actively alive and is still quietly, greatly poses a threat to his endeavors and also to his mission. With this information, the Lolo Magic became more powerful, more strong, and more obsessed with destroying all the other species and all the other races. And he quite late enough with the interference of the Sacred Team and all the Four-Nation Hunters, and he decided it's best to put an end to them once and for all. The Dark Druids and the Dark Witches finally came together with the other Dark Warlocks and quietly aligned their magic and to use all that magical powers and all the dark crystals they could to wipe out the Four-Nation Hunters. The Four-Nation Hunters and the Sacred Team made their last stand to fight against the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches, and they were able to exactly fight. The fight took more than 3 years and 4 years within the early century, and it took more years and more than 3 or 4 years. Within those 4 years, the battle was quietly lost, and the both sides quietly suffered heavy amounts of losses, enormous amounts of losses. Four-Nation Hunters and Sacred Team and the Dark Druids and all the Dark Witches were quietly destroyed, while the Fire Witches and all the other witches able to gather more power and more power and more power, able to use that power to destroy the other cities, the other magical cities in other magical worlds, while the Magic Fairy heroes and all the other heroes fought against the other Dark Druids and tried to keep them at bay from seizing control of the other worlds and the other civilization and other planets, while keeping the war hidden and secretive from humanity. By doing so, the Lolo Magic decided to release a huge blast of a dark magical orb of dark magic to eviscerate and destroy his enemies as well his enemies and his allies, and he destroyed them all with an orb of dark magic which was round and very much quietly purple, and he used that powerful purple orb to decimate two sides of the wall, and enough of the sides to be decimated, and they were completely decimated, but two sides were quietly still actively alive, while the other side were quietly still decimated. With the sides truly decimated, the Sacred Council and the Four-Nation Council decided that the operations were quietly gravely under peril and under heavily attack by the Lolo Magic and by its forces, and they decided to learn more about their enemy and what exactly is he planning and what exactly is the end game. The Lolo Magic is a very ambitious villain, and a very ambitious villain with a very powerful goal to eradicate all aliens and all creatures, even especially the prophesized child. His obsession with immortality and all power caused him to exactly become more powerful and more paranoia and more worried about his future and his destiny and his mission, even aligning himself with other dark druids, dark witches, and fire witches, and all enemies and all sinister villains such as Switch, Mind Man, and all the other, and even Black Mask, who became his personal enforcer to his dark organization to seize control over the known universe and over the known sacred world and over the known sacred universe. In any case, the Lolo Magic uses powerful dark magic with the dark witches and dark druids and all other fire witches and nature witches along by his side in order to seize control of the sacred universe and of the sacred universe and of the sacred world and all the known universes. With that much power at his hands, he could exactly control everything by using powerful dark entities that he quietly implanted through his followers and through his main followers and through his main people at his side. He even exactly founded a refugee colony ravaged by dark powers and dark monsters, and he decided to take advantage of that colony and exactly help them, uplift them to become his new followers in his mission. He gave them dark magic and a piece of dark energy and dark magic and imbued them with dark powers, able to weaponize their dark powers, and they became more powerful and they became his next followers, which were known as the five druids. They became more powerful and more combatable, able to fight against the sacred team for year after year. When doing so, all the alien races challenged the rule of magic. It became not just a magical, dark, sacred war, it became an intergalactic war and for power and also for seizing control of the other worlds and all the other civilizations. The rule of magic fought the other aliens and all the other civilizations. He even threatened all the other aliens to back away from all the other worlds and from all the other civilization, given the fact that he will destroy them and eradicate them if they didn't exactly disobey his threats. He even threatened to reveal a powerful orb of dark magic as a display of his power and of his worth to all aliens and to all threat, that the entire sacred universe and the rest of the sacred world belongs to him and under his control. The Universal Council and the Universal King couldn't exactly attend to this sinister threat, to this bigger threat, because they were fighting with the Galaxy King, who has also become a competitor of the Universal King, fighting each other for centuries to come. Even so, the Lord Magic became hungry for more power and for more control. He even found ancient elemental seeds, known as the Dark Seed, the Power Seed, the Ancient Seed, the Life Seed, and also the Blood Seed, and all the other, and also the Staff of the Sun, able to use the Staff of the Sun in order to enhance his power and his dark magic and all at full capacity, given the risk that his dark magic will become more stronger and more parallel, able to exactly drain the life essence of the living creature and all the living being. The Lord of Magic even landed on a beautiful world, enough to drain of its magical energy and fullest potential, and extract the magical potential and drain its power and all its energy. It became a powerful menace of a very powerful dark organization of dark druids and dark witches and dark warlocks and dark faithful alike. He was so desperate for power and very eager to exactly obtain it, to seize control of the known universe, and even waging war with aliens and all other aliens alike. He even fought against the sea creature in order to seize control of the other solar system of the sacred universe, so that he can gain possession of the magical sun system, which is able to hibernate solar magic in order for him to exactly absorb solar magic and understand its immortality rate and its power and its fullest potential. By doing so exactly, the Lord of Magic became more immortal, more powerful, more deadly, and more stronger and more highly active and more highly active than ever, despite this exactly. No matter the cost of exactly what happened. No matter the cost of this exactly what happened. No matter the cost of this exactly what happened. At any other point, he's a very powerful immortal villain who wants power and who wants more of it and who will destroy the prophesied child from interrupting his plans and all his missions, given the risk of that. Well, I all hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful weekend and stay safe out there and be very careful. Bye.